Hey guys, the DVD update here for week 100 on the Real DVD Watchers. That's right, we've reached 100 weeks. Awesome milestone. Um, I just want to thank right now all the people that do reviews on this channel. Obviously, the channel wouldn't exist without you guys. I also want to thank all the subscribers and people that comment on these videos. Obviously, it's why we do it. So thank you muchly. And, we knocked around a couple of ideas. You've heard this before about what to do for the 100-week video. And Scotty Boy came up with a good idea, and so we all went with it. And so it was go back into the review vault, pick 5 movies that you think people should check out, and that was that. So the first film I picked was a little week we had a while back called Hitchcock Week, where we each watch an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Now, up to this point, I had only seen the popular, more, known Alfred Hitchcock titles such as Psycho, Vertigo, The Birds, The Rear Window, things like that. So when I chose one, I decided to go with just a random one I found off of this DVD shelf behind me. And it happened to be one I got at the Dollar Tree for $1, which had 2 movies on it, and one was The Lady Vanishes, and so I decided to choose that one. And like I said, up until this point I had only seen his mainstream stuff, so I had never really heard of The Lady Vanishes. So I put it in there, and I really enjoyed it. You can go and check that review out because, I really did like it. As a matter of fact, it's one of my top 5 Alfred Hitchcock films. It actually made that list after I watched it. It's very hard to pinpoint exactly what made it great, but it's just all there. The story, the characters, the setting. There's a bunch of comedic moments. Don't let it being extremely old and black and white sway you from watching it, because it actually is a really good film, and it is released on the Criterion DVD. Although I got the Criterion DVD from the library, and the special features were okay, but nothing extraordinary like some of the Criterion releases. And the booklet was actually quite thin and not proper size, as some would say. So that kind of sucks, but it is released on Criterion DVD, or if you're lucky like me, you can find one that's just as good. I didn't really see that much of quality difference from the Criterion release to my Dollar Tree DVD release. I guess it's because the movie's so old. So if you can find it for cheap and you don't want to spend it for the Criterion, you can do so. It's out there. Number 2, actually, since a lot of the next ones are going to be horror related. I figure since it's October and I actually love horror movies, we all know this, and I did actually review a lot of horror movies for this channel. A lot of them are going to be horror movies because, that's just what I do. So back in week 35, I reviewed this movie, which was released by Shameless, called Torso. It's an Italian movie, Italian slasher / giallo type of thing, and it is very good. I highly recommend it. It's also released by Blue Underground, I think. Yes, Blue Underground. This isn't going to be for everybody, but I totally enjoyed it. It's all there. You got the nudity, you got the creepy atmosphere, which there's a swamp scene, which is actually pictured on the back here, which is very creepy. You got the slasher bad guy, which is, he's, as you can see here, in this like bandaged mask type thing, which is actually quite freaky. And it's just overall a pretty cool movie. So if you're into that kind of thing, I definitely suggest you check that out. Number 3 comes from another theme week we did. I loved all the theme weeks, by the way. The very cool theme weeks. Hopefully we can do one for Halloween here, or October, if you will. But it comes from the Kevin Smith theme week, where we all picked a Kevin Smith film to review. I chose Clerks, the original, which I hadn't seen in years, and I watched it there. And wow, it was just better than I had ever remembered it. It's great to see that kind of independent film, go to where it's at. And a lot of people haven't seen it, as a matter of fact. I was doing a poll at work, and a lot of people had not seen it, which was surprising to me, because most of them are stoners down there. What? Anyways, but it's just funny. It's all there. It's vulgar, it's funny, it's just great overall. It's actually my favorite Kevin Smith film. It's also the first Kevin Smith film I ever saw, and I saw it pretty much right as it was released back in the day on VHS. So it's a really good film to check out. And Clerks 2 is not it's not as good, but it is also very, very, very good. If you haven't watched it in a while, it's probably cool to go back and watch it again because it might surprise you. Another horror movie in my next choice, which I did on a rapid fire episode, which I've actually done quite a bunch of rapid fire episodes for the Real DVD Watchers, but it was on week 34, I think, or 35 rapid fire episode. I can't remember what episode it was, but I reviewed this film. I think it's from New Zealand, and it's called The Ugly, and it's another horror film because, you know, that's me. But it is very, very well made. I was actually quite surprised how well it was made. It's about this doctor who's trying to who is going in and talking to this serial killer, and I don't want to give too much away. I don't know if I did back then. It's kind of hard to explain because you kind of have to see it, but it goes into the mind of a serial killer, and it is very, very good and well done. I totally enjoyed it and suggest you guys definitely check it out. I know it was for sale at Best Buy last Halloween in those body bag things where they had the little plastic bag on the outside that looks like, or that looked like a body bag. And I got it there. I also had it before, but I got it since it was cheap in the body bag edition. Also, you can get it as a twofer at Walmart. I'm not sure how much it costs or what other movie it's packaged with, but unfortunately, the DVD case on it has it says Walmart exclusive, talking about the twofer. So that sucks that it's actually on the case, but I definitely suggest you guys check it out. Last but definitely not least, was a 1986 zombie movie, which I got on Blu-ray and watched for the first time on Blu-ray, and that was the director's cut of Night of the Creeps, Thrill Me. Tom knows all about this, and you should too. It's on DVD and Blu-ray, as you see here. It's like I said, a 1986 zombie film, and I just can't say enough good things about it. It's really good. It's like self-aware, cheesy kind of, but at the same time, really good. So actually, I think I'm kind of getting low on time, so I can't talk about it too much. But you guys, I reviewed it. I can't remember what week it was. I had it written down, but I'm on the other side of the room. So, you know what? I had Ferg did a cool idea where he, put a part 2 to his video. Dust just flew in front of my face. I'm sorry. I get distracted easily, but he did a part 2 where he showed like his intro to all of his reviews off of the Real DVD Watchers, and I actually did the exact same thing. It was a good idea, and so I did it. I was gonna just tack it on to the end of this video, but it turned out to be close to 7 minutes long, so I probably won't be able to do that. So I will probably have a part 2 as well. And funny thing about it, if you do watch the part 2, which I suggest doing it, when I start off with week 1 in the video, and you can see my hair it was actually quite short. And then as the video progresses through the weeks and then into months and stuff like that, you can see my hair actually, getting longer and longer as I go along. It is still quite long. I have not cut it yet. Just let it free grow, you know what I'm saying? But, so anyway, once again, week 100, awesome milestone. Thanks to all the reviewers that are on this channel and provide content for this channel. And thanks for all of you guys that subscribe and comment. So, this has been the DVD update for week 100 video on the Real DVD Watchers. As always, comment, rate, subscribe, do what you do, and I'll see ya when I see ya.